Hi there, my name is Trevor, and I want to walk you through creating blog posts on the journey inward that show up in the inspiration section of the site. So the inspiration section of the site, I want to show you what that looks like so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like on the front end. It's basically a blog built into the site, but that members can post content to. So it can be videos, it can be articles, it can be quotes, it can be audio files, whatever it is that you want to post and share with other people, you can paste into this site. So here's how you do it. Once you've created an account and logged in at any level, right? Anyone can create a free account on the Journey Inward, and then you just have to be logged in. You go to Be Inspired. So there's a few different ways to do it. This is the easiest one. There's also the My Inspiration section off of your profile icon here. This kind of shows you all your profile sections. My Inspiration will let you do it, but the easiest way is to just go to Be Inspired and hit Add Inspiration. That takes you to a page inside your profile that lets you add inspiring content to the site in any format. So here's what the page looks like. It's got some basic instructions across the top. Basically, what you do is give it a title. Boom. Let's say you want to add a featured image. So every piece of content should have a featured image because this is what displays in social media posts and in all different ways on the front end. This is the best way to get your content into the site. So once it's finished loading, so what I just did is I clicked the Set Featured Image button, then I hit Upload Files. So you can either choose from images you've already uploaded to posts, or you can upload a brand new one. Wait for it to upload, then you hit the Set Featured Image button. What that does is it adds it to the post. You can see it right here. You can remove it, you can edit it, you can update it, you can do whatever you want to it. Here's the title, here's the featured image. Let's say this is going to be a quote. Maybe it's, I don't know. A quote that I've just added. Boom. Title, quote, goes in the content area. Then you can choose a category from the existing categories that are built into the site, right? So let's see, this is a quote about stuff. So I'm going to put that under, there's so many different choices here. Environment, interaction. That goes under environment. You can choose multiple categories. You can add a tag. You can either pick one that already exists by just typing it in and seeing what comes up. Looks like there's no tags for stuff, which makes perfect sense. So you can create one. So I've just created a new tag called stuff. And I'm going to say this is an inspiring quote. So that's the kind of inspiration. This is the area of the site that will show up under inspiring quotes. And then the format is quote. So there's a few different format types. Standard, quote, link, if it's like maybe a resource link that you're trying to send people to, maybe a website that might help them with something that you think would be beneficial to people. You can link to external sources. So link audio, so that would be like an MP3 file or a video. If you choose video, an extra place pops up where you can paste a link to the video. This is so that it shows up properly on the front end. It'll actually display the video instead of a featured image in the inspiration section, so people can just quick hit the play button without even having to go to the page to view it. So featured video, audio file, what you want to do for that, you can upload any media into the content area. So like, let's say you had an article that you were writing, hit the Add Media button, works the same way. You can even do a few different things. You could create a gallery, an audio playlist, a video playlist, upload another featured image. Well, you don't have to do that in this case, or insert from a URL. So if you have the URL of the image from a website, maybe something like that, you can paste it right there and it'll embed it in the page. It'll also embed PDFs. So if you have a PDF, you can upload it right here and then paste it into the content area, and it'll actually embed it in the page. So let's say you had a file that you want people to be able to have access to. You've already created a PDF. You want it to just show up. You can do that. So that's articles, media content, photo gallery, video playlist, audio playlist. You can upload pretty much anything so long as it's under 10 megabytes. And then it'll just show up in the content. So with videos, it's better to link to something. With audio files, you could upload it to something like SoundCloud and then paste it in the page. But you could also upload it directly to the site and paste it in the page, and it'll just display properly on the page. But then you also want to decide what format it is, because that determines how it shows up on the front end, like what the layout is. Quotes look a very particular way on the Journey Inward. And they got a nice box behind them, little quotation mark icon, and they use a very scripty font. And links show up differently. Audio files just embed in the page. Video files also embed in the page. Or just if you just want to do an article, just choose standard. You can embed as many images as you want in the content. There's a whole bunch of other formatting options you can look through to kind of see how you might want to lay out your content, etc. A lot of different choices. Once you're done filling all that stuff out, deciding what kind of inspiration it is, what kind of format it is, hit the post button. And what happens is it's going to be sent to us for review. We don't want people just posting anything on the site. It could end up being anything. So we review it first. We review it and then we publish it for you if it's good. If it's good, we'll post it on the Journey Inward as new inspiration, in which case it automatically shows up in the inspiring content section. It also shows up in your own profiles under inspiration. You'll see a list of all the inspiring posts that you've added, and other people will be able to see your inspiring content as well. And it automatically goes out to our social media accounts too. So it'll show up on our Facebook, our Twitter, and it'll link back to the post that you just created. And that post links to your profile. So people will see that you're the one that published it. Your content, here's a few of my own posts you can see. And if you go to any one of them, you can view the content that's on it. In this case, this was just a straight up link to where people can download the new app. And you can see it's posted by me on this particular date in this category. Here's the link information. Here's some other relevant posts some other people might be interested in checking out. And then people can add their own insights to your content, say how that inspired them. You can do the same on other people's inspiring content too. So that's, I won't say that's the short version, but that's somewhat of a condensed version of how to post inspiring content on the Journey Inward site and what happens when you do. Thank you very much for watching.